Okay. All right, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Faculty of Computer and Mathematical Sciences, University Technology Mara, Johor Branch, Pasir Gudang Campus, I warmly welcome all participants to the Symposium on Innovation in the Digital Era, SITE 2025. Before we begin, let us recite Surah Al-Fatiha together with the hope that this program will be blessed and bring positive outcomes. Al-Fatiha. Bismillah. Amin, amin, ya rabbal alamin. We would also like to take this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to our main sponsor, Ziyad Engineering and Construction Sendirian Berhad, as well as our co-sponsors, Polyclinic Tiram 24 Hours, Hydrobus, and Silver Base Sendirian Berhad for their generous support in making this program possible. For your information, the objective of this symposium today is to provide a platform for sharing knowledge and expertise while fostering a culture of innovation among youth and academia through creativity, research, and active participation in innovation challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to introduce our first keynote speaker. Our first speaker is technologist Dr. Siti FAIRUZ SADIKAN, a senior lecturer at the Department of Agricultural and Biological Engineering Technology, Faculty of Plantation and Agrotechnology, University Technology Mara, Cawangan, Melaka. And Dr. Siti FAIRUZ is an accomplished innovator with hundreds of awards to her name, including Outstanding, Grand, Platinum, and Special Innovation Awards. She has served as a panel judge, reviewer, and organizing committee member in international innovation competitions, and her achievements include recognition from the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, the Association of British Inventors and Innovators, and numerous international scientific associations. And today she is here with us and she will be presenting on the topic, Is it really you? How keystroke patterns uncover hidden identity. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Siti FAIRUZ.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Okay, so good morning, everyone. So first and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the moderator, Madam NADZRAH SAADAN, and the organizing committee of Symposium on Innovation in the Digital Era, SITE 2025, for giving me this opportunity to share our innovation product with you today. And it is my pleasure to be part of this inspiring platform where innovation makes impact. And today I'm excited to talk about topic, is it really you, and how this keystroke uncover your hidden identity. Okay, so I want to share my slide. Okay. Okay, can you see my slide?
Yes.
All right. So I start present. Okay. So has been introduced by our speaker. So this is an example of the project and training that I've been joined before. Okay, I also passionate other than innovation, I also passionate empowering others for AI or technology. That's why I'm at the Faculty of Plantation. Okay. This for this project, actually a lot of AI training, like my future instructor under the IKBN Mara. I also been a trainer for MC Microsoft AI. I teach at Johor, Negeri Sembilan, Sabah, Sarawak, Selangor. Okay, and also be invited as a few speaker with others program. Okay, so next, this is my current achievement for the innovation. Actually, we got already for the total 167, and out of the 63 gold, we won already 53 special award, including best, special, grand, and also outstanding and platinum award. Okay, and this is a sample of the event that we have been recognized, okay, at INEX, which is Asia International Innovation Exhibition, okay. And this one, I've been awarded a special award at the UK, if I'm not mistaken, and this one at the Thailand, right? And this actually we won a gold medal award at ITEX, located KLCC. Okay, so what I share with you today is this project, which is we won already in the MTA, one of the prestigious competition innovation. Okay, from this product, we won already four award, which is first a gold medal award, and then we also got an outstanding for this project, and 2 special award from MOSTI and also from the China organization, if I'm not mistaken, IAIA, right? Okay, so this is another product. Okay, we submit 13 and we got 32 already for this competition, and this one of my first joined the ITEX at KLCC, which in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. This is my first time. Okay, and okay, so now okay, so I want to share my product on the related to the keystroke. So let's say, so you can imagine, let's say when you're typing password and before you finish, actually the system already know how what it is you. Okay, so but how we need to know how was the process. Okay, how the system can recognize it is us, right? So the system actually already know it is you, but actually they know by what you type, but actually how you type, okay, which either you type free text or you type the username and password. Okay, so that's the magic of the keystroke. So that's why I want to share with you today, and the product that we want to bring, because I've been invited to share for the innovation product. Okay, so these are the topic: impersonation fraud detector for online learning system, where this product, as I said before, it have been awarded in the MTE 2023 with a 4 award and a 3 grand award. Okay, so this is one of the achievement for this product. For the first version, it has been recognized in the INEX Asia International Innovation Exhibition 2020. We got a special award and also grand prize award for innovative idea video challenge and 1 gold medal award. And then we participate in 2023 with some update. Okay, and we won another special award, outstanding innovation award, okay, from MTE 2023 itself, and then another 2 special award from IAIA, International Alliance of Innovation and Invention Association, and of course from the MOSTI, okay, special award and 1 gold medal award. Okay, this is a product that I will share to you today. Okay, so next is the general overview, what we're going to cover for today, for the introduction, okay, and then I will explain what is keystroke, and then I will demonstrate how the keystroke works, right? And then I will share with you on our project and conclusion. Okay, before we go start, okay, we need to know what is authentication or user authentication. So actually, authentication is a process, okay, verify the user legitimate right before the secure resources, whatever that we want to release to our audience or our guest visitor of our website, right? Okay, actually there are 4 types of the keystroke method. Okay, we have knowledge base, okay, knowledge base authentication. We also do have the object based authentication, biometric authentication, and last is a profile based authentication. So we go through one by one before we can proceed to the keystroke, so that we know, okay, which keystroke falls under what category, right? So basically for the authentication, a lot of method we do have now, right? Okay, like a profile, what entity knows. Same goes to the knowledge base. What do you know? What the user knows. Okay, for example, username, password, okay, and also profile question, right? And for the object base, it is what entity has, means what the user has. Maybe we can use the card, we can use badge or whatever, any token, right? And for the biometric, what we go through today, Okay, it is actually divided into two categories, which is physiological, which is what we have in our body. We can use the hand, like our fingerprint, okay, maybe our face, okay, for the face recognition, for iris, voice, and whatever, right? But for the behavioral, we can use a voice, a signature, gait, mouse, and also the keystroke, all right? Okay, so the best of the biometric authentication is we can authenticate in seconds, which is in real time, it's fastest, all right? Okay, that's why now in even our phone, right? So we use a fingerprint and face scanning for maybe we want to lock and unlock our handphone. Okay, it has been implemented, okay, in our technology or our application. Okay, so actually the basic process of this biometric authentication is this. Okay, so which either you use whatever behavioral or physical authentication for this biometric. Okay, what they do first, we need to do some sampling process, or we train. Okay, we train our system to recognize us. Okay, after they train, they got the feature extractor, then they come up with template. Okay, that represent us. That's our identity. Okay, after that, let's say if you want to log in the session, for example, so the system will go for this matching unit, and they will compare, okay, the data that taken into the data that have been stored, okay, from this template generator that stored into the from the database. Then it will match, okay, whether it is matched or not. If the system recognize and it is matched to our template, then it will allow us to enter the system or to open any application or whatever, right? So that's the basic process of this biometric system. I believe that most of you may understand, right? Okay, because we have experience, especially in our phone, before we can use our face scanning. What we do is we do some training. We take a couple of picture, right, of our own. Okay, so types of these are another types or example of the biometric authentication. As I mentioned before, we can use which either facial recognition, iris recognition. Iris is our retinal scan, right? So every people have a unique identity. So each people is not same. Okay, same goes to our fingerprint, okay, our voice, our intonation, okay, and even our finger pattern also different to each other. Okay, so that we can use it, okay, as to authenticate us. Okay, so the current application of this biometric, actually a lot of sectors has been implement this kind of system or this kind of method. Basically, for example, the bank apps banking. Okay, even most of the apps banking use a multi-factor. We call multi-factor. Later I will explain what is multi-factor. Okay, for this bank, they use like a Bank of America. Okay, they integrate the fingerprint, facial, okay, to ensure the secure transaction. Or maybe in the e-commerce like Amazon, okay, there's biometric payment to enhance the consumer confidence and security. And then for the healthcare, only those people can access the sensitive medical record. Okay, for instance, they use fingerprint, okay, to scan, verify the prescription, and also to reduce the medical fraud. Okay, but what we highlight for today is for the education, since university now we are focusing on the education, right? So our project, we do focus on this innovation, which now universities and online learning platform use this kind of biometric to authenticate the user, okay, especially on the examination, online exam, because I believe that some of the lecturers, even in UiTM, still use, right after the pandemic, we use fully online learning, online assessment, online examination, online test, online quiz, right? So that's our focus for today, to ensure the integrity and also the credibility of the student. Okay, but when during the pandemic, right, so actually a lot of cheating crisis issues increase. Okay, and this is one of reported from the Times, okay, where the university fees, student cheating increases, which almost 50 thousands of the student couch in cheating. And then another problem with shifting education online is rise in cheating. It's also reported this. Okay, this is an issue during the pandemic. Okay, and actually now the username and password is not sufficient in whatever platform. It's not sufficient. So we need to have other technique to do combine to ensure that the user, it is the real user, not the other user. Okay. So this is another issue. This is quite new, 2024 means last year in 29 May, whereby there's a concern about the high-tech exam, okay, with cheating after recent criminal case, and then some undergrad admit to cheat in online exam during the pandemic, despite they come out the safeguard, and also they do give penalties. Okay, this one in published 2022. Okay, so a lot of crisis of this cheating. Okay, so these are the, before we go through on the solution, right? So we need to know, why did the student have to cheat? Okay, so basically based on the study, we found that a lot of students cheat because of the pressure. Basically for the pressure, a lot of pressure they got. Okay, first maybe they got pressure to attend the high grade. Of course, if they want to attend the high grade, maybe they get the pressure from their parents, maybe from their friends, maybe their friends those only like picky, don't want to friend with them because they don't score their exam, right? And maybe they do have that kind of pressure. And of course, maybe some of them, I think most of them don't have much time to study. Maybe they keep enjoying in the campus life, right? So we don't know, right? So this is a major reason why the student is cheating during the online exam, or they have to cheat even for the physical exam or for the online learning exam. For the online, of course, they will do cheat. Okay. And then we go through on how they doing this kind of cheating. Okay, basically some of the system, if they didn't protect, so the student we can easily surfing the answer, and then they can just copy and paste. But some system, maybe they integrate, they implement only typing is allowed. Then it's okay. Means the solution is solved lah. Okay, right. Other than that, they just copy and paste, or the thing that we cover, we focus. Okay, my project focusing on is the technique number 3, which is what are the students do is they just simply asking, maybe they ask their friends, or maybe they ask others services, okay, to answer their online quiz, test, and also online exam to get an A or A plus or whatever, right, to pass in their exam. And surprisingly, actually, a lot of the cheating services provided in the internet actually. So there are a lot of sites. Okay, what I show in my slides now is only a few. Okay, this kind of sites, what are they doing? They offer to complete all the aspects of course for the student. Include they will submitting the assignment, submitting or taking exam for the student. Okay. Online test or whatever online, so they can do, right? What the student do is just pay them, then they will do everything for the student. So that's the major concerns of me and my team. So we do try to solve this kind of issue first, the number 3, which is the student ask the others, maybe their friends, and of course this kind of issue, which is there's cheating contract services available now in the market. Okay, we do have the tutors, and then take my online class. Okay, and then we do have the online class help. Okay, online class help, and then take your class, this one. Okay, no need to study, a lot of services. Okay, you can browse the internet. You can find out there's a lot of services they do provide to the students now. And even the purchase assignment. Let's say we give the assignment to the student, so the student can ask and just buy and pay for the freelancer, okay, to the purchase around $101, okay, and the purchase assignment can be high quality and contract services present their offers as legitimate. Means maybe the student don't know this kind of services is not integrity. There's no integrity, right? They don't know. Maybe they think that they can use the services because the services offers it's just like legitimate services. So then they just pay, right? So this situation actually will promote the online cheating among the students. Okay, so that's our biggest problem that we're trying to solve for our project. Okay, so as educators, as lecturers, right, or as a teacher, okay, we don't know. Okay, when we conduct an online assessment or online exam or online quiz, we don't know who are sitting behind the screen. Which either is that our student, really our student, or is that the other person, or maybe their friends, right? Okay, maybe the student do have the internet connection problem, right? So they can't sit for the online exam. So what they do, maybe they can ask others friend, okay, or maybe they can ask the services to attend or to do their exam on their behalf, right? So how do we know, okay, the behind the screen, is it our student or not, right? Okay, so how to detect, of course, and of course how to deter this kind of cheating or cheaters, especially on online quiz tests and exams. So actually this kind of method not only focusing on the online learning, it also can be used in any other system as long as we can integrate to this system, because this is very simple. Okay, so as we discussed previously, so what we do is we just focus on this keystroke. Okay, it is falls under the behavioral biometric. Since I said just now, the biometric authentication, it is divided into physiological, which is what we have in physical, okay, and also behavioral, okay, which okay, we focus only for the keystroke because this kind of behavioral, the advantage of this behavior is most accurate and it is convenient, and it is can be used without any extra devices. Okay, so basically for just a trend, okay, actually for this piece biometric, okay, now what they doing is to combine, okay, combine a multiple biometric method instead of the, like, we want to log in to our banking, right? So we still need to have user and password, but maybe they add some more layer for the authentication. Maybe they put a phrases, they put image, right? They put anything. That is we call multimodal. Okay, which combine multiple biometric method like fingerprint, voice, okay, to heighten, means to improve their security. And another thing is about the AI integration, means they use AI to make the system to be more accurate and so reliable. And for the behavioral, what we're doing is for monitoring the behavior of the user, okay, but into the continuous. And next we do have also for the wearable biometric devices, which undergo authentication. There's a trending on this biometric, okay. And this is the advantage and also the disadvantage of this behavioral biometric. So most of this type, okay, do have advantage and disadvantage. Basically about the costing previously, because they need to implement the camera, they need to have other devices to for example a scanner, right? Scanner for fingerprint, for example. So they need to have that scanner, okay. They need even a laptop don't have. Maybe the phone is already integrate now, most of the smartphone, so it doesn't matter. But for the others, they still do something. They need to have the extra cost lah, actually. Like this one, okay, highly accurate, but very costly, right? But for the keystroke, it analyzes how the user on the terminal, okay, done by just monitoring on the keyboard, right? because when the user key into the system, of course, they need to use the keyboard, which either virtual keyboard or maybe keyboard that are present in our laptop, right? Okay, so basically this one is inexpensive and there's no need any extra devices. So that's why I choose this kind of method or technique to solve the current solution, the current problem of cheating, right? And online cheating. Okay. So basically, these are the keystroke, means we go down from the user authentication, we go for biometric base, okay, and for the biometric we choose for the behavioral, and out of the behavioral, since they do have a lot of technique or method like voice, signature, okay, mouse, and also keystroke analysis, we go for this keystroke because of these three reasons. Okay, first, it is the most popular method and only require a keyboard, and based on the previous study also found that the keyboard are common and there's no special equipment. And last, it is considered as strong behavioral, okay, because it deal with a unique characteristic present for an individual, which either user, which either student, or we as a visitor, or maybe the user of the system. Okay, so what is keystroke authentication? Next we go on the definition. So keystroke actually is a behavioral biometric technology. So it identifies us by the way we type the computer, and also maybe we can use for using the smartphone, as long as they key in, okay, they're typing, okay, whatever they type, we doesn't care, okay, which either they type the free text, the content, okay, or maybe they type the username and password, okay. So that is keystroke. All right. So the keystroke basically every people have the unique style, okay, and even every people log into the computer. When I asked my student, actually I got the idea because I just asking my student, okay, when you open your computer, what are the first thing that you do? Okay, maybe a few students tend to refresh. There's some students tend to go open the Google. There's some students tend to check their wireless or Wi-Fi, right? Is that connected or not? It depends, right? So they do have their own unique activity. So based on this, so I got an idea. So to solve this kind of issue, maybe the typing. So I just browse, right? I'm looking at on the keystroke how it's work, okay? Because every people have the unique style, okay, especially on the typing pattern and variation, okay, and how long we hold the key down, and also the successing key we use, okay, and the keystroke recognition can be used similarly actually to the others biometric to add as an additional layer of the security to the commercial application, whatever system as I mentioned before. Okay, so basically dwell time, this is the one of the method that we use, okay, dwell time, which is based on the time recorded between the key down and the key up, okay, means when we press the button, right, so the timing is there. So the time that time during the keyboard is pressed, then we record as a dwell time. So same goes to the flight time. The flight time, we record the time, okay, where the previous key up, okay, and then the next the key down, okay, the next between two button lah. We can say that between the two button of our keyboard. So between two character, the user press or the user key in the system. That is we call a flight time. Okay, later I will demonstrate to you how this how it's work. Okay, but okay, before that, okay, we need to know basically what happened, okay, when this kind of students or user, or we as the user of the system, we key in, for example, we key in the username and password, for example, right? So what the system do is they will extract the distinctive characteristic found type in a sequence character, all right? And actually we need to have a set of training, right, to create a statistically unique signature from the typing pattern of the persons, and these features include actually the duration. So what we record is the duration or the time, okay, which which key are held and the elapsed time between the successive keystroke. And The scientific research has proved that this kind of keystroke dynamic is reliable and accurate. Okay, according to the National Bureau of Standard (NBS), okay, study conclude that the keystroke biometric achieve at least 98% of the accuracy. So it is accurate, actually, almost 100%. Okay, since then, the technology of this kind of keystroke biometric has further improved to the level that is comparative to the other biometric solutions such as fingerprint and also the voice print. Okay. So in order to demonstrate, actually I come out with this site. Okay, yesterday I just complete this site. Okay, for the demonstration purpose. Okay, you can just scan the system. Okay, now I want to demonstrate. Okay, open this Google. Okay, I just using simple. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so let's say this is a system. Okay, so you can click go to the demonstrate. Okay, are you still there, right? Because it's quite silent. So, okay. So everybody can see my my keystroke demo one.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Because during the pandemic, right, I give a lecture. Then about half an hour, I talk alone because of the internet connectivity not stable in that time. Okay, all right. So next is I want to demonstrate. Okay, let's say I type my name. Okay, I type my name SITI. Okay, see, the dwell time is recorded, and this is the flight time. It is recorded in millisecond. MS is a millisecond. Okay, below than 1 second actually. Okay, so let's say I put a space. Okay, even space here, you can see here, right? The key also recorded. So everything is recorded. Okay, what if I put, let's say my name, F, FAIRUZ, F is the capital letter. Shift, I put a shift F, right? So it become capital. So see, still recorded. Right, so whatever the key that we use, okay, as our password, maybe you use the unique character, still record in the system. We can record it. Okay, so FAIRUZ. Okay, okay. So see, so basically, these are the things that we take into the system. Okay, we get into the system and then we do record and then we do compare and then we get an average. Okay, so every time we typing, right? So it record like this. Okay, so if you want to refresh, you enter. Of course, it also recorded. See, I just press the button of enter. So the dwell time in millisecond is 71. Okay, millisecond, and the flight time. The flight time is the last button press with the next button, right? So that's why the timing is quite high here, which is 3,898 because there's some there's a timing here, which is I wait for a time to go for the next session. Okay. All right, so this is for the demonstration number 1. Okay, for the demo number 2, I want to show which is we do calculate for the average. We got the data previously in the demo 1, right? Okay, then we take the data and we do calculate to find out what is the average timing for me. All right, so let's see again. I type my name. Okay, you can see here the average. Okay, they automatically come out with the total total keystroke I taken or I press is 5. Okay, make it summary here, and then the average dwell time is 100. So they calculate already from all this time recorded in the system. Same goes to the flight time here. Okay, so these are the average flight time is 321.55 milliseconds. So we can calculate here. Okay. Again, so we can also clear the data. Okay. So if we clear the data, then it is clear. Okay, on the screen. But what if the students just cut and paste? Okay. Previously I put it cut and paste. Okay. See, even control, the button of control, and I press the button control is also recorded. Control X, control all. Right. So let's say I clear. Okay, the data. Okay, and I just paste. Okay, so see, so only control V button is recorded. So that's why we can still use this kind of technique as the method of authenticate the user. But it's necessary to the system to ensure the user must have to type, not copy and paste. Okay, for example, they implement on the typing for username and password, right? Okay. Okay, so next for the demonstration number 3, we can you can also open this kind of site. Okay, I can try out. Okay, for the demonstration number 3, okay, I want to come out with the graph. Okay, so let's say I put the type. I type number 1. Okay, so again my name. Okay, very simple. Okay, SITI FAIRUZ, no, right? So so these are the graphs. So you can see the graph. Okay, let's say I put another difference character. Let's say I put it just number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, for example. So see the pattern. Okay, since this is quite the button is near, right? So we can see the graph is quite similar. Okay, not so much difference. Okay, same goes to the flight time here. You can see the flight time. Okay, the time here, it is very minimal, very short graph here because the timing recorded is very fast. Okay, so next I want to demonstrate on the how this keystroke works. Okay, to identify the different types of user. But actually, sorry if the demonstration that I show with you for this session is not accurate because the total of the data taken. Okay. For example, I type whatever have here the quick brown. It's just for the brown fox chunks. Okay, let's say the user answer the exam, right? Okay, the lazy dog. Okay, this is the label for the training user number 1. So I save the sample. Okay, so same goes to the others. So actually, they need the more the data, okay, the accurate the system actually. Okay, box chunks over the lazy dog. Okay, simple. Okay, we need to have a few training. Okay, brown fox chunks over the lazy dog. Okay, at least minimum for this is 5. I put it 5. Okay, for the minimum fox chunk. Okay, let's say for the number 1, user 1, there's a lot of mistake. I put, maybe there's an error, then I put the replay, backspace, and then maybe there's some mistake, right? I just for the demonstration. Okay, the quick, then I put it the other words, right? Fox for the training user number 1, for jumps bird, let's see, dog, for example. Sorry. Okay. So next, I train for the user number 2. Okay, maybe this user very slow typing, but there's no error for the type, for example, right? So because I want to differentiate, okay, between the user 1 and user 2. Okay, so over, okay, the lazy dog. Okay. So I say simple. So simple is safe for the user 2. Okay, again, the lazy, sorry, paling dah salah dah. Okay, sorry, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Okay, then we to train the model. It's not enough actually. Okay, but there is a process how it's work, right? So they have epoch. here. So training completed. So now I want to predict. Okay. So let's say I predict with very fast. Okay. So quick for the Z12, for example. Okay, then I predict. Okay, so basically, since as I said, actually, this kind of data is not enough. So maybe there's some error for this. So still betul. Basically, previously I demonstrate its work. Okay, see, when I type in very fast, so it detect the user number one as what we do just now. So this is an example how the system works. All right, so next I go through for the next because the time is limit. Okay, but actually this kind of system do have a limitation because the typing pattern is different for each the user. Maybe do have different keyboard. They also do have the skills increase, and the injury depends on the registered courses, of course. So make this kind of authentication fail. So that's why I keep improve this kind of keystroke, and that's needed to employ this multi-factor. So we come out with this kind of system impersonation fraud detector for online learning system to uncover the hidden identity of the students in online learning cases. Okay, so these are our framework, which we do combine a few others technique. And for the step number one, of course, the user still need to enter their username and password. And the next step is the keystroke analysis taken using the dwell time and also the latency. And next is the activity base, which is under profile biometric authentication. Okay, so these are the testing in my class. Okay, with my students, they go for the system. Okay, they try out the system, and these are the sample of the data that has been recorded into the system. Okay, so what I take is the keystroke and also the mouse, the position, even mouse position, of course, we can know, okay, and even you can keep track. So these are the database of the system, and also these are the sample of the time, okay, recorded, okay, like I showed to you previously. Okay, so these are the sample of the security challenge question if the user fail of the keystroke. So this one, for the verification, we put it the status here. Maybe they pass for the first verification, so maybe that is the correct student. And this one, this is correct student. This one, Muhammad Ashraf, maybe both of this. This is my students at UUM, because for the part-time students, maybe they ask their friends to answer the quiz. Okay, so it is recorded here, failed for both verification, first and second verification. Okay, so we also put it for the analysis for the cleaning data for removing outlier, because there's some student also what they doing is they just using the safe password in the browser, right? So we cannot record, okay, that for the first version. Okay, so these are example. We use the fuzzy seam clustering to cluster the students, okay, based on the time taken. And this example of the graph, okay, similar like what I showed to you in my previous demonstration, right? So if you actually this kind of students actually is the real student, the genuine student, but they use the different devices, so that's why the graph is like this. Okay, same goes to this. Okay, this is genuine, but this is the others. So I test the system. This is my training. Okay, I missed the me. Okay, and then I try ask others to enroll. Then we got this kind of graph. So we can see the pattern. The pattern is different between we and the other people, even though that we give them the username and password. So these are example of the sample training data that I use for this system. Okay, and this one is sample of the testing data that I use for the same subject. And we do compare with the two technique, neural network, fuzzy seaming, and I use the fuzzy neural network. So we achieved the accuracy more than 90, which is 92.35% of training and testing. We also divide into a few split ratio of the data set. Okay, 80, 20, 70, 30, and also 65, 35. So these are the split ratio that we do. This kind of system of the impersonation fraud detector, of course, it can implement into the schools, teacher, and of course in our university, college, lecturer, preschool instructor, and other institution as well, like maybe on a banking or on a shopping, to authenticate whether that's a real user or the others people, because it involve the regarding the money, right, transaction. Okay, so in terms of the future of this kind of case, before we go to this, I want to demonstrate on this system, right? So actually this is what we did for this project, elearning2u.com. Okay, so we record, okay, so this is an example of the recorded keystroke data that we use for the training and testing. So for example, this one. Okay, so as you can see here, this is a sample of the recorded data from my student, Nafisa. Okay, because we did mention the system for the testing, for the experiment, so don't reveal their own original password. Okay, so they know already. So if you can see here, actually, this is undefined. It's actually happen when the student using the safe safe password in their browser. But for the next, we enhance. Okay, we avoid. Okay, this one. This is for the first version. Okay, we reduce this one. We remove. Means we set the system. The user have compulsory to key in their username and password. So this is a sample. Alright. So if you can see here, even the password, the same password, but there's a lot of timing recorded here, right? There's long, this one is short, this one is short. Maybe because the student have the error, like what I share with you in my demonstration. If we want to use the capital character, right? S, for example. So we need to press the button shift. So that kind of button also recorded in the system like this. Okay, so let's make this kind of authentication long, okay, compared to others like this. Maybe they put a backspace, right? Maybe they forgot their username password, right? So let's make it long, okay, for the system. All right, so next is same goes to this. Okay, so is what let's say I generate. Okay, I already add the size, so I generate the report. Okay, so basically this is what the student does. Okay, yeah, this is the pattern, pattern timing, right? So we come up also with the character, clustering, number of cluster, Manhattan distance. Okay, a lot of algorithms here. Also a formula, few formula, right? So we do a lot of analysis, okay, based on the data given. Okay, so this example we visualize also, so that it is easy for us to identify our check. So I can check my student whether it is the real student, my student, or maybe my student ask their friends to answer the online quiz, test, and exam. So I just used my own system for my class. Okay. So this is example, right? So this is the same student, but actually, as you can see here, the different typing, right? So there's some quiz here, maybe student, maybe the other one, I don't know. So we have to go through, right? So that is why we need to have the multimodal, which is what we do is we ask the question to the students to make sure that that is real student. And the question that I take is randomly from the system, what they doing from the system, not the knowledge like they know already, which is what their mother's name, what their phone number, what IC, whatever details regarding their data, because that kind of information can be stolen and can be passed to others. So we use whatever randomly, we set randomly from the system. For example, what is the score from their previous test? How much? What are they doing last week? What are the course they enroll or log in last time? So we put it general, okay, in random. Okay, so this is what we do, okay, for the system impersonation fraud detector online learning system. All right, so next we go for this. Okay, actually the feature of Keystroke authentication, okay, this one actually, this kind of post I want to share. Okay, so this is quite latest, 24th July, the Keystroke biometric market size 2026 drivers trend challenge shaping the future. So the key highlight here is actually the market. All right, there's a rapid growth, right? Okay, so with the estimated CAGR of 50% through 2033, and then advancement of this AI machine learning enhance this kind of accuracy and fraud detection capabilities. And then we do also have the integration of these IoT devices. Smart solution is expand application scope to remote work environment, and then innovative development include the continuous behavioral, and then we also have the engaging emerging players. Okay, and then the market driver emerging trend, KY report stand out. Okay, so who are the largest? So actually they come out with the report. Okay, for the future scope, they're looking for this, the increasing customer of demand, and then also research method for using the data mining. Okay, overall the size market trend. Okay, so these are the push related to this Keystroke. So basically what they're looking is for this Keystroke to improve, because next for future, there's no password cannot considered as the strong behavioral biometric because it can be stolen, and it is maybe replaceable with the other technique like biometric. Okay, so okay, so as for the conclusion, basically this kind of method, actually we can see that this method is very well, okay, which can support this kind of integration, which it can help us to make sure that the student are the real student that participate or take the online exam, quiz and test. Okay, so the what the system does is method not reveal the student. So what they do is they make the student cannot simply passing their username and password to other people, maybe their friends or maybe to their other services, okay, or the third party to answer their exam. So they need to answer their online exam by their own. That's compulsory, okay, for the integrity, right? And this method actually, what we did is we do combine, as I said, we do combine because this kind, we cannot rely on this Keystroke itself. As I said previously, in terms of the accuracy, they might be inaccurate, there might be problem because the difference of the platform, maybe the different devices, or maybe there's injury to our hand, right? Because now maybe we always use typing, maybe there's some injury to our hand, carpal tunnel syndrome or whatever, then it make our pattern of the typing rhythm is different from the different previous one that we do training or everyday daily what we use, right? So that's why we need to have the others, okay, which is what I do. I just put it put some enhancement, which is they have to answer for the challenging question, okay, and this have the positively impact to support basically for this online learning assessment, especially for online test, quiz, and also exam. Exam is very important, okay. And lastly, this method has proven to be sufficiently accurate, as I shared to you, which is based on the study, based on the testing what we get from our data set. Okay, we found we do a multiple testing out of we do compare with the fuzzy seam clustering neural network, fuzzy neurofuzzy or fuzzy neural network, right? And then with a different split ratio, then we found with the average it is more than 92% accurate. So it can be, I can say that this kind of system can be sufficient effective deterrent against the cheating. All right, so I think that's all from me. So this is my contact. Okay, if you do have any question related to, of course, the Keystroke or any others, since I'm now focusing on the agriculture, even now my project more on agriculture, like I showed to you last year. Last year, we won already out of 13 project. Means my own project, I submit six my own project, and the rest is my students. With my students, means I ask the main supervisor make it total participation of 13, and we won already 32. Okay, so this is my day. You can contact me if you do have any problem, because actually my background is on computer. My PhD is information technology from UiTM and under the soft computing, so which I focus on the AI actually. So that's why you can see that my background, my previous program is more training on the AI. Even I also have been invited as the subject matter for the IAB Institute Aminuddin Baki, okay, and others under Microsoft, MCMC, AI Teach, and others, Micron, right, and the others related to this AI. All right, so I think that's all from me. So we do have another 5 minutes to go. Okay. Okay. So before we stop, right? So I can share to you on this kind of system, right? So if you want to see a lot of actually, okay. So actually, this kind of system. Okay, I demonstrate to you how was this system. So you guys has this kind of system, okay, for the last. So my system is learning2u.com. Okay, let's say okay, this one actually I already stopped. I off for the purpose of demonstration. So that's why I can use this kind of autofill. So actually during the training, we do remove this kind of autofill. We remove this kind of technique or step. Okay, so after we want, this is my system. Okay, so let's say, okay, this is ICT ID. Actually, I teach for UUM students. Okay, for the part-time. Okay, so it is related to them. Okay, so I want to go for this keystroke. So it's slow. It will take a time because maybe it's open here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, as you can see here, actually, this the password. Okay, the numbers of taken here is different, right? For the students. Okay, for the subject. Okay, so this so overall we do have this kind of more than for our data set, more than 2,000, almost 3,000 data. Okay, so this is our database. Okay. All right, so page my admin. So let's just put it here. So actually, it's our database. Okay, okay, stroke. All right. There's a quiz navigation here. All right, so basically, okay, we can also check here. Okay, post detection. Wait, I can't remember. Okay, this is screen activity that we also record, right? So this is sample. Let's say I just open text. This text. Okay, before we end the session. Okay, just to demonstrate to you and share with you the sample of the data that we have. Okay. See, so this is the time that we record in our system actually. Okay, so we use the just PHP, okay, and the JavaScript, okay, to record this kind of time. Okay, so this is sample, okay, sample of the data shown. Okay, so sample data. So I think that's all from me. So if you do have a question, then you can just maybe for those that know me, okay, I'm just in Malacca, right? So you can just contact me. So that's all from me. Thank you. So I will pass to the moderator for the next session. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you very much, Dr. Siti Fairuz. I'm very amazed actually with the idea how keystroke pattern can define who you are. Okay, interesting. And I believe this might be applicable one day, inshallah, in our education system to avoid cheating and so on. Okay, well done. Well done, Dr. Siti Fairuz and team. Okay, now we are going to move to our second session with our second speaker. Okay, now it is my pleasure to introduce our second distinguished speaker, Encik HASMI TAIB. Encik HASMI is the principal technical professional for floating structures at PETRONAS, Kuala Lumpur. He leads a team of floater engineers supporting floating production projects and renewable energy solutions while driving digitalization and integrity practices within PETRONAS operations. His experience covers floating wind turbine technology evaluation, offshore development planning, and major projects such as Limbayong, Sepat, and Kasawari. And today, Encik HASMI will be sharing his expertise on the topic of innovation in integrity, safeguarding aging offshore structures through smart solutions. Let us now welcome Encik HASMI. Sorry, Encik HASMI, could you please switch on your mic?
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Nadira. My name Hasmi Taib from Group Technical Solution, Petronas. I will start my presentation. Can you see my presentation, Pat?
Not yet. Okay, now we can see it. All right.
The title of my presentation today is Reshaping Offshore Asset Integrity, Innovation for Safer, Reliable Operation.
I'm sorry, Jasmine, could you please make it into presentation mode?
Okay.
Is it on presentation mode?
Yeah, on my side is on the presentation mode.
Oh, our side we cannot see it as presentation mode. It's in the form of PowerPoint.
Okay. Okay. Can you see?
It is still not in form of presentation. Maybe you can make it bigger since we cannot use presentation mode. Try to make it bigger, maybe the slide. Yeah. Okay, better.
It's still not in presentation mode.
No, it's still not in presentation mode.
Can I redo it again? if I use entire screen, okay, I cannot use this. I'm sorry, I never used Google Meet before.
Using share entire screen. Like this one, okay, you just put in presentation mode. But unfortunately, you cannot see your own self in the Google Meet lah.
Still bad. Okay, I'm sorry. It's terrible. I apologize for this. Maybe I just started. Can you see? Because on my screen is a full screen presentation.
I think it's okay. So
Okay.
currently it is in presentation mode, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, can you try move to the next slide first?
This is my next slide.
And so that's the issue. Actually, I do not know what happened with Google Meet. Currently, they can, when you are presenting PowerPoint, when you're putting in presentation mode, you cannot change to another slide, and that's the issue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
Because I cannot control from the Google Meet actually.
Oh, I see. I got it. I think this view is okay. Just try to make it viewable.
But I cannot actually control actually.
You cannot control.
Yeah, but when I open my presentation pad in the presentation view, then I can control. But however, when you project it to the Google Meet, doesn't move, right? Like for example, now I'm presenting, I'm changing the page. Can you see I'm changing the page?
This is page number 3, is it? You're on page 3.
Okay, now typical inspection survey, is it?
No,
typical?
no. You're in introduction. We only see introduction page.
It's stuck. Somehow the presentation is stuck.
Okay, what if you share screen?
Can you see?
Yes, we can see. Yep, we can see your screen.
Now
Okay.
it's okay?
Okay, it's good.
Okay. Sorry, I apologize. And I rarely use Google Meet for presentation. Normally in PETRONAS, we use the team, Microsoft Team. Okay, we just started because we lose a lot of time. For the topic of my presentation today is about the integrity, how we need to improve the integrity practice in PETRONAS. I will provide a brief introduction in terms of context setting and describe the current practice of the floater integrity in PETRONAS, and I will introduce available technology in the market related to floating integrity management tools, digital twin, remote inspection technology, and also include the in-situ repair technology. And we discuss on the consideration that we need to take before we implement all this technology. Currently, there are 23 floaters operate in Malaysia, and half of the floaters that we have actually is aging, having life more than 30 to 40 years. This chart shows that 12 floaters in Terengganu area, 5 floaters in Sarawak, and 6 floaters in Sabah. To give you idea about what kind of floating structure we have in our waters, we have a semi-submersible that is on the top there. We have a SPA, and we also have a TLP. These are the floaters for deep water application. And we only have 3 of them. And we have Gemusut Kakap, KK SPA, and Malikai TLP. And below that is the FPSO. It's the ship-shaped floaters, and we basically the ship-shaped floaters coming from the marine industry ship. So the tankers, we take the tankers as a candidate for the FPSO, and we build the topside facility on top. So so normally in our waters, we convert the tankers into FPSO. And some of these floaters are without the topside. That is what we call FSO. So we can have FSO and FPSO. On the right is the FLNG. That is a LNG plant offshore. And it is the first in the world. There is a PFLNG1, and the second PFLNG is at the bottom. That is for deep water application for FLNG. On the left, there is a FSRU. There is a different category. It's similar to FSO, where they don't have the plant on top, but only for FSRU, they only have the regas facility where we can use it to store LNG and convert into gas for distribution, for the gas for the utilities. Okay. When we talk about the integrity of the floaters, we need to understand how these floaters experience changes during the operation. What can change actually? So what can impact the integrity is the change in the loading in terms of environmental condition, the wave, the current, and the wind. Additional weight of the top side, if there is modification during the operation, where they may add a new module on top. So these are the changes into the loading path for the HAS structures. We also work, there is also issues of material degradation. So material do corrode, and we need to ensure that the corrosion is manageable and also degrade due to fatigue. There is a cyclic stresses that the floaters experience during the operation. The last one is more on the time independent. There is a accidental type of impact or damage that happen during the collision or boat impact, and also due to drop object. So in order to ensure that the floaters stay in good condition, we need to do a lot of inspection. So the current practice is we use class rules practice. There is we do the inspection to do okay. Basically, we rely on the class survey to check on the condition of the hull and mooring. So all the floaters in Malaysia, we need to class it. So we need to follow the class rules. So started from the design where all the floaters design need to follow and comply to the class rules. And during the operation, we need to conduct the class survey to ensure that the floaters are in the good condition. So we carry out the annual survey, intermediate survey, and special survey for the hull and mooring. And we also need to do the life extension if the floaters reach its end of life, and we need to do proper reassessment to ensure that the floater can continue to operate beyond the design life. In terms of classification scope, it covers a lot of items. It covers the marine system, the safety and environment protection. It covers the hull and tank, stitching clipping, there is a mooring and anchor, and also cover the stability and floatability. And all the condition is inspected during the maintenance and survey campaign. These are typical inspection survey that carry out for the annual survey, intermediate survey, and special survey. These are the categories. The first one is the general visual inspection, where the surveyors come on board and inspect visually to identify damaged area. And they cover a lot based on visual inspection. And once they identify the area where they have problem, they start to do the close visual inspection. So they will closely examine the condition and confirm the condition. And if the condition is actually bad, then they will require to do the ultrasonic thickness measurement. So they will identify the spot that they need to do the thickness measurement, and for the surveyors to record properly, and for the reference. And then for the underwater, since the floater is designed to be at the location for the whole design life of the floaters, so to know the condition of the external of the hull, they need to do the underwater inspection. This is in view of the dry docking. For the normal tankers, every 5 years, every 2.5 and to 5 years, we need to dry dock the vessel and do the inspection and do the maintenance is required. And so for the FSO and floaters offshore, since it's not be able to dry dock, we need to do the in situ underwater inspection. So for the hull, these are some of the areas that we do the inspection. We need to check on the hull girder of the hull, main support structures, the mooring and the turret. And for the top side, the interface between the hull and the top side modules. And we also cover the cargo and ballast tank and also the outfitting. This provides some of inspection spots that normally conducted in the system. These are critical area where normally ultrasonic testing or this is done. So this is just to show that since the hull is large, we actually cannot measure and check every part of the hull. So generally, when we follow products through, it's something to cover maybe 10 to 15% of the hull area. So a lot of area that's been missed, there's potential missed. So when the FSO is young, normally this is not an issue, but when it starts to age, when areas, some of the areas not being inspected, and then there is a potential that is being overlooked by the SADIKAN. So based on the class analysis, we found that it is inadequate to manage the integrity of the floaters properly. So because it's reactive and class of the highlight on this critical finding and bring them the inspection. And the gap is that in terms of data collected, the raw survey data is often lost and or inaccessible over time because the way we manage the reporting. And also integrity issue are typically revisited after the incident. So after the incident or when we have technical issues, only then we go back to the report and try to understand what is happening. There is no during the review, it appears that some of the data being collected is not reported correctly. So a lot of data processing need to be done to remove those wrongly reported during the study. So we feel that there is a need to do the integrity management proper for the floaters. So basically, we have API RP to FSIM. There is a floating system integrity management document by API that provide us guidance actually to how to manage the integrity. It provide a good framework for us, and there, since it is rely on a lot more on the data and to do a lot of evaluation before we actually implement the survey, is provide a good workflow so that it can be continuously applied and encourage the use of the digital tools to support the integrity practice. These are some of the smart solutions that is available in the market, and we can. There is a few categories that we have smart integrity management tools that cover on how to help the integrity engineer to plan the inspection, and once the result available, and to review the integrity to come up with the integrity status of the floaters. The next one is digital twin. That is a structural performance of the floaters. The next one is remote inspection. That some of the new technology has been used and wait to be adopted. And I will discuss also on the in situ repair. These are examples of the floating integrity management tools that is available. And basically the tools are quite sophisticated. It provide easy way for the integrity engineers to actually plan for the inspection. They can identify the spot where they want to collect the UTM, that is a dirtiness. So once they do that, they can actually do automatic mapping of the result to in the database to the right location. Using this, we will be able to see how we collect the information and can help us to identify where we can actually, where the area where it's not sufficiently covered. So it provides a good opportunity actually to see where to do the proper spot for inspection. So it also provide a good markup for the anomalies, and can provide estimate of the coating area if there is a need to do the recoating of the area. Okay. This is another tools from TMV, a similar tools, and so all the information collected during the survey can be mapped onto the system. So it's a good reference for the planners and also for the integrity engineers to see how the condition of the floaters. This is also one of the good, I think this is the best tools that I've seen so far. It's coming from Brazil. because it be able to map the pictures on the 3D models. So it quickly can use a surveyor working on board, collecting the pictures, and the pictures be collected and mapped into the 3D models. So further processing of the data is available, where AI can be used to detect the damage and categorize the damage, and also identify area where you need to do the coating, and you have to estimate and plan the coating program. This is another floating integrated management tools by Yinsen. What they're trying to achieve is the high-level status of all the floaters, since they have a fleet of floaters worldwide. So what they on this dashboard is less detailed compared what you've seen in the last 3 slides. This is help the company to identify in terms of costs, where is the maintenance, which of the floaters they need to spend more to ensure that it's reliable. Next, we talk about digital twin. This is one example where digital twin can be deployed to understand the behavior of the HAS structure during operation. It provides the stresses as the all component inside the hull during the operation. So in order to build it, we need to deploy sensors. One of the challenges for the digital twin for floaters is that normally they need to use a lot of sensors to be able to capture all the stresses inside big hull. So however, for this particular solution, they try to optimize the use of the sensor so that it tune what is the minimum sensors that can be used, but be able to capture the necessary structure behavior. So in order to achieve this, they need to do a lot of calibration and validation to ensure that the position of the sensors is be able to capture the behavior to the acceptable level. So the benefit of having digital twin is allow us to identify critical area for fatigue and strain, for us to be able to measure the actual fatigue experienced by the floaters. The normal practice is that we use the estimate of the fatigue based on the design. However, by knowing the actual fatigue being consumed at the location, we'll be able to do the life extension better and allow us to, if a certain area suffer fatigue, we be able to identify at early stage. And another benefit of the digital twin is that it provides a web-based dashboard. It's a 3D model for data analytics. It helps the operator to do the analysis quickly if there is issue that encountered during operation. This digital twin also help to optimize the inspection plan using RBI to ensure that the survey is optimized. And so another benefit is for the next use of the floaters for the life extension and redeployment. This example of the remote inspection that we can use for the inspection for the ballast tank is a mini ROV. Can be used. It can do the close visual inspection and general visual inspection. Can also be used to do the thickness gauging. The technology is class-proof and be able to deploy without any problem by the class. This quite advanced remote inspection by one of the company from the state. It used the optical camera system. So this technology being used for nuclear industry, and so it's being adopted to inspect the tank without having people enter the tank. They just lower down the camera, optical camera from the manhole, and from that they can do full inspection of the tank by moving and lower the cameras, and they'll be able to do the 3D laser scanning to identify areas, critical areas, whether distortion, pitting, or heavy corrosion. A good thing about this technology allow us to collect a lot of data, full surface area, and they provide a good data which we can compare from years to years. So we understand how the tank degrade. Another technology, quite a few of the providers are available to do the remote inspection using drone inside the tank. This drone must be approved by the class because it's dangerous to use the drone inside the oil and gas facilities in the tank. So it need to be certified by the class, and this technology they can use the apply the LiDAR technology to be able to check the component. And so in terms of, it's good for record keeping purposes, but in terms of be able to check the thickness is not there. We need to do the those area that problem area. We need to do the inspection. But overall, it's a good data to collect because we got review 100% of the tank. This remote inspection for underwater, that's for UI, and it is class approved. So we use integrity class ROV to do the inspection, to clean the surface of the hull before we can do the inspection. So generally, all the bit and pieces tools are available. We have the digital twin. We have the robot like drones and robot to do the inspection. We have the drones and we have the sensors. So we imagine if these all components can be fully integrated. So if we be able to do that, actually we simplify the process. But there's still a lot of challenge how this thing work together. But I think we are moving there. The last one is about the repair in situ technology. This technology is applied in floaters for those who, when leak happen, so in order to repair it quickly, we have this magnetic plaster. It's a magnetic cover we can design and to cover the leak. So microplaster is one of the solutions. Another one is BERSAMA composite repair. Currently, none of these can be carried out by the robot. But in the future, I believe that this type of technology, we can have robot to do the repair. Another in situ repair technology that can be used is a SPS sandwich plate system. There is a using composite system that is approved by the class. Another one is CFRP. It's quite similar, different methodology, and it's been class approved also. And the last one is the cold pack technology. For me, it's very, very beautiful tools because it's quick and clean and be able to cover many areas. The last one is the diverless technology to do the crop on and renew, where the requirement from class is that if we have a leak, we need to remove the steel, we need to crop, and we need to patch using the steel and weld. So normally this can be done during dry dock. But for those problem in the offshore, there is a cofferdam where they build the cofferdam so that the welder can cut out the hull and replace it with a steel patch. And so the welder can work inside the cofferdam. But in order to install the cofferdam, normally they need to use divers. In this particular technology, it uses a diverless technology, where in order to install the cofferdam, they do not use the divers, but it is a smart way how to apply the cofferdam onto the hull. So there are many factors need to be considered before we can successfully implement the digitally enhanced integrity management. So we need to have a balance. We need to ensure that whatever technology we adopt is commercially viable for us, and the people, the contractor that can do the work is qualified. And currently, many of these, especially the in situ repair, is done by contractors from the outside of Malaysia. So there is a need to further enhance whether this area where we can have contractors from the Malaysia can do the work. So whatever we do, at the end of the day, we need to comply to the class, and on top of the class requirement, we need to have what is the minimum requirement for us be able to collect the data, for us to do the integrity review and be able to tell what is the status of the integrity all the time. So this is my last slide. So in conclusion, I would like to leave you with this. Integrity should be by design, not by chance. Innovation today prevent incident tomorrow. If we embrace digital transformation, foster an integrity first mindset, we can safeguard our aging offshore asset and ensure they can continue to serve safely, reliably, and responsibly into the future. Thank you for your kind attention. Any question? For me, I'm glad to address all the questions.
Right, thank you very much, Jasmine, for the enlightening presentation. It is nice to know that instead of we are changing to a new floaters and so on, you come up with an idea such as using reality capture and digital twin in order for you to, to maintain these offshore structures, which is very good. Next is we will open the floor for a Q&A session. Participants may type in your question in the chat box, and I will direct them to our speakers. Or you can also use your own microphone if you have, if you want to ask question directly. Is any question from the floors? For both speakers, speaker 1 and speaker 2, for Dr. For Dr. Siti FAIRUZ as well. If you have, you can type in the question. Oh, by the way, Dr. Jasmine, I have a question. Why the twin, digital twin? Why twin? Because there are two structures, is it?
When we say digital twin, it's a replica of the we have the assets in the real physical form, but we have a numerical model that represent the floaters itself. So we be able to understand how it behaves, how when the floaters is offshore, they're exposed to the wave, wind, and current. So they actually flaps. So we undergo the cyclic. So the stresses keep changing. So one of the issue is the fatigue. And so traditionally we use based on the design, and we estimate what is the fatigue life. For example, we design the floaters to be at the location for 20 years. So they have certain fatigue life. And so by design, the fatigue should be sufficient. However, there are cases when the floaters in the rough area in the North Sea, sometimes it's under design. So if it's under design, we be able, using digital twin, we be able to know that the fatigue life has been consumed faster than it's designed for.
I see. Okay, very interesting. Okay, any other questions? Okay, if we don't have question, we're going to proceed with the closing session and photography. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the Symposium on Innovation in the Digital Era, Site 2025. And on the behalf of the organizers, the Faculty of Computer and Mathematical Sciences, UiTM Johor Branch, Pasir Gudang Campus, I would like to sincerely thank both our speakers, Technologist Dr. Siti FAIRUZ and Encik HASMI TAIB, for their valuable contributions today. And our deepest appreciation also goes to our main sponsor, Ziyad Engineering and Construction Sendirian Berhad, and our co-sponsors, Polyclinic Tiram 24 Hours, Hydrobus, and Silver Base Sendirian Berhad. Before we officially end, may I kindly request all participants to turn on
Saya menunggu sekejap. Masih ramai yang tak buka kamera.
I'm sorry, I suddenly got kicked out of the Google Meet. Okay, never mind. Sorry again, where were I? Okay, so again, before we officially end, I would like to request all participants to turn on your camera for a quick online photography session.
Sebentar, sekejap. 1, 2, 3. Sekejap. Okey. Itu saja. Satu saja, satu muka surat saja. Satu muka surat.
Okay, thank you, Encik Fuad.
Thank you.
Sama.
Okay, kindly be reminded to fill in the attendance and feedback form through the link provided in the chat box. And then please give your feedback, because your feedback is valuable for us to improve future programs. And finally, don't forget to check the closing ceremony and announcements of the winners of the KHAS 2025 on the official YouTube link shared in the chat. With that, thank you once again for joining us at Site 2025. I'm NADZRAH binti SAADAN. Have a wonderful day ahead. Assalamualaikum and goodbye. Please wait for the link to be shared. Some technical issues.